animals, and climate change.
Human interaction. Human interaction can lead to extinction by overkill, competition, and humans changing their environment.
Oh, when an overkill happens, too many of the same species die for it to be able to survive because it can't breed and stuff like that. And then this is what happened to most of the Ice Age mammals at that time.
A lot of mammals during the Ice Age ate the same food, so they would like compete to get that. So some of the animals starved.
And then the next one is humans changing human interaction. So humans actually change the environment to make it more suitable for them, of course. So a lot of times this affects other animals, sometimes making them go extinct, which happened to the short-faced bear. And then we found a comic, and it says, "The Ice Age is ending, must be our fault." And then it's like cavemen. I thought it was pretty funny, so. There you go.
Natural selection. Natural selection plays a role in extinction because of the survival of the fittest. If an animal...
Okay. If an animal isn't equipped enough for the environment, then it will go extinct. This is what happened to a lot of animals during the time period because some of them were more dominant than others.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
De-extinction. This is when you make an animal come back to life using the dead cells from an animal found. Once the cell is...
You can go.
Okay. Once the cell is found, we would... Okay. Put it into the egg of a close relative and be born naturally.
However, this process still has flaws, like that actually can result in like a lot of dead animals because of all of the flaws. Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, a method that we had used for de-extinction, yeah, would be. I'm sorry. Okay, the method that we had used for de-extinction of the short-faced bear would be finding a cell of the short-faced bear, probably frozen because it lived during the Ice Age, and then we put it into the egg of a grizzly bear because that's probably the closest related species to it, and then it would be born naturally.
Okay. Important.
De-extinction.
Thank you. Is important because it can help us make right with the animals that we have wronged. Humans have caused many extinctions, and we think we need to put a stop to it.
Okay. It can also help balance out the environment. For example, overpopulation is a huge problem in a lot of the western areas, and if we brought in more hunters, like the short-faced bear, it could actually help that out. So.
Characteristics. The bear was 10 feet tall on its hind legs. And it weighed...
Hind legs.
Okay, it weighed about 2,246 pounds, making it one of the biggest bears. It was an omnivore because it hunted, scavenged, and ate plants.
All right. One of its main characteristics were its long legs. It used these to make it be able to run over 40 miles an hour despite its huge weight. It had no predators except for humans, but we're not going to call them hunters because they weren't technically hunted. It was more of like them going for the same foods, so it was like a competition for it, so they would still get killed because of them. And then it lived in North America and Mexico. It lived in grasslands, glacier plains, and mountains, and it lived during the Ice Age, which was about 2.4 million years ago. Mr. Wampler.
Okay.
Hold on. Okay.
how would we do it? First, we would find the cell, preferably the skin or hair cell, the best.
Here, do you want me to do it? Alright, the best surrogate mother would probably be the grizzly bear because it's so related to it. The best process would be to put the cell in. Yeah, it would actually be like the cloning process. So it would be to put the cell into the egg or the sperm cell. Then we'd put it into the egg, and then it would be born, like naturally from the grizzly bear. Oh yeah, and then things could also go wrong. For example, if it does go wrong, which is a high possibility, the baby and the mother could be in a lot of danger. And then also, a lot of stuff could happen if for instance, animal activist group found out about it, and a lot of protests happen, and the whole process could be shut down. And then, oh yeah, and then also finding a cell just good enough to work with is almost impossible, even if the scientists are really good at scientisting. Yeah. Okay. Questions? Okay.
How do you feel natural selection played a part in this? Was it natural selection?
I actually feel like it was more of human interaction than natural selection, because if humans actually weren't there, this animal would probably still be alive today because of how good of like a hunter it was, and like how well it had adapted to the environment. But I guess humans had adapted better, so that was the reason they went extinct.
Brings me to my question. You mentioned on several slides how humans change the environment, and that's what. Can you give an example of something that humans did to the environment that led to?
Okay, well, okay, yeah. Fire is actually a good example of that, because when humans actually had fire, that could change the environment a lot because of smoke going up into the air, and also then building structures, taking down trees. That is an environment to a lot of the animals that the short-faced bear hunted.
Would you try to get it used to humans, and would you put it into the same place, or try to get it to different places?
Well, actually, I would probably put it. I think I would put it maybe in Canada, because actually, they lived in colder climates, and now where it lived is actually a lot warmer. So I would put it up farther north, because it would be more like its old environment.
Just questions for you.
I'm ready.
This is taking what you've studied a little further. Do you think you would have a problem convincing other countries if you did use Canada? Would you have a problem convincing the Canadian government that you would like to bring back the predator and just drop it off in their country?
Well, maybe because it would be scary if you're like walking down the street and saw a 10-foot bear.
How would you handle that responsibly?
Well, first we would tell them like it'd be help to like bring down animals that are getting overpopulated, and hopefully that would convince them.
Joe, would you try to get it used to humans before you let it out in the wild?
Yeah, 'cause I don't want no one to die.
Yeah.
Okay, I have two. One is uncommon figure jackets.
It's very big on me. Yeah.
It's two. And instead of like, how would you actually persuade the country to actually one let you bring it back, two that you actually put it there, and three could you put it in a different spot?
Wait, what did you mean by putting it in a different spot?
You said like you put it in Canada. We have a really northern state. It's called Alaska. We'll probably put it there.
I don't understand what you're.
Which one would cause less problems?
Are you asking a question?
I'm asking.
She wants to know which state it would put.
Yeah, like, she's asking would you put it in a
Well,
different
okay.
spot?
Can I say something? Well, when I said Canada, I was actually more thinking like instead of like actually Canada, it was like more of a suggestion saying that it should be more up north, not like specifically in Canada.
That's
Greenland.
One more question.
Where, like, how would you monitor it to make sure, like, nothing is going wrong with it?
You could just monitor it like you would do any other endangered animal, or any other endangered animal until it gets its population back up by using like cameras and like rangers. Yeah, rangers. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, and then you would have people like following it and like monitoring it. I'd have that job. So we get What? Where's that?
Stop recording.
Oh.
The red button.